Viral videos have completely changed the content game. I want to share with you how I was able to generate a 4-minute long documentary video with just a few clicks.
Imagine a single thread connecting empires, sparking centuries of trade and China's Han Dynasty, desperate for powerful horses and allies against remote territory, to one interactive system. Journey increasingly risky and difficult.
Now keep in mind, this full 4-minute documentary video, I did not spend endless hours trying to edit it. I did not hire any video editing team. And most importantly, there are external APIs that you can pay that can help you turn your images into viral videos. I did not use it. I used just my local N8N and an open source API I just created, Media Master API. This is the API that will be helping us for all operations that are involved in the process of creating the videos. Hello, my name is Alvito if you're new here, and I help people automate their repetitive tasks using AI and automation. Today I'm very happy to share with you this workflow which can generate any length of content video, and this was all done using local hosted N8N plus the Media Master API. It's an open source project I just started, and this API will be helping us to handle all video processing operations. Now, before jumping into how the Media Master API works, let me first preview the whole workflow and how I was able to generate the full documentary video. Now, the workflow is divided into 5 parts, and the 2 first parts are the one you really have to focus on if you really want to make viral content. And the first part, as you all know, is the ideation part. Now, for the ideation part, there are various methods you can use to generate your ideas. For me, I'm creating viral history documentary videos, and I just chose for it to get triggered by the form, and we'll submit the topic. After submitting the topic, we'll instruct our LLM how it will generate our script. I told it to generate a 4-minute narrative, 30 scenes each 30 seconds, and I gave it a style and also an output format. Now, to require the output format, you have to toggle this, require a specific output format. And for the output, I told it to return an array of scenes, narration, speech, image prompt. Now, it splitted out all that array and saved every information into our Google Sheets. Now, after the ideation part, only this part, all of those links were not there, and it was able to generate 30 scenes with 30 narrations and 30 image prompt. Now, after the ideation part, we already have all our scenes and even the image prompts, and we'll go ahead and trigger another workflow to generate all of those images. It will be triggered for the add row whenever any row is added on our Google Sheets, and then we'll loop through all the rows. I'm using Fall AI to generate the images. You can go ahead and use the new OpenAI image gen. I chose Fall AI because it's one of the cheapest one, and basically you'll make the request on this, add your header auth, and then add the prompt as it's coming from the Google Sheet. We'll then wait for the image to get generated. Then we will get the status for this asynchronous job. If it is completed, we then get our image and we save it on our Google Sheets on this column. Now, we already have our script generated by AI, and we also have our images generated. Now, how are we going to take the script and image and turn into a long video? And that's where the Media Master API comes into. We are basically going to take a narrative script, which will be text, no any other thing than text, and an image, and turn into a long video like this.
It begins around 130 BCE with
and also the subtitles. Now, for each operation, I'm going to explain what we are doing. Now, first of all, we are adding, as you saw, a zoom effect to our image. And the second thing that we are doing, as we are adding the narrative speech audio to our video, we are actually using text-to-speech to transform our script into an audio. And another thing we are doing, we are generating the subtitles using the Whisper AI. And this is a open source model for generating text from speech. And we are also adding the background image. And all of that is done with just a single request. Not complicated, just a single request. You give it an image URL, a narrator speech text, a background music, if it should add captions, it will go ahead and generate the subtitles. And also you can add the caption properties, the way you want to style your captions. Now, before we resume our workflow, I need first to introduce you to this Media Master API. And basically what it does, it's an API for generating media content. It eases our work of not writing some FFmpeg codes. And with just few HTTP request calls, which actually you are already familiar with if you're using N8N, you can generate a fully functional video. Now, why should you use this API? First of all, if you're using it locally, you'll actually be able to replace some external expensive cloud services that can charge you a lot of money for generating and rendering the videos. And here we have some features. The first one is the image to video. Now, and this one is the one that we are going to be using. And going into it, basically what it will receive, it can receive an image and it can receive the zoom effect if you want to add some zoom effect. Then it will take the narration script that you sent to it. It will then transform into an audio using free text to speech. It will then add subtitles, of course, and background music. And basically you'll have a fully ready to use full video. Now, apart from image to video conversion with audio and captions, we also have other features which you can call via our API. We have text to speech. This basically will go ahead and use the voice model that you choose from Kokoro TTS, which is open source, and it will generate the speech from any text you give it. It has media transcription, and this is very useful for speech to text. And it has videos concatenation, which is very useful. As you saw, our next step is to produce the videos for each scene, and we need to be able to merge all of them together. We then have adding audios to videos with volume control, which is also very useful if you need to add some background audios. And all of those will be stored into our AWS S3 bucket. I have a full tutorial on how to set it up in my school community. It's very straightforward. You can go ahead and join and we can start building. I have the installation process. You can check it out on this GitHub repository, which is free, and you can start building on top of it. Now back to our workflow, what do we now need? We need to generate videos for each scene. And basically we are going to come here on our Media Master API and just click on image to video conversion. And basically here we will see the documentation of each route. And basically what do we need? The first thing we need is the image URL, which will be the URL of the image we need to convert. That's why we are mapping through all of the scene. And we are making a call to image to video API. I'm going to show you how you can connect it to your local N8N. You basically need an API key to be able to access it. And you also need to send the content type to be application JSON. And for the body, as you saw, we need the image URL. And we can add the zoom effect. By default, it's 10. You can change it. I think I did not add any here. We can add the narrator speech, which will be the text will convert if the narrator audio is not provided. You can choose either to send in the audio or even send in the text. It will just generate the audio for you. And that's what we are doing here. There is no any external request to generate the audio. We have the background music. I chose a YouTube music and I told it to generate, of course, the caption. And basically, that's all. For the caption properties, we have properties we can use like font size, font family, and font color. In my repository, I added some fonts. You can go ahead and add your own. And we also have style. I did not list it here. We'll add it, which basically you can add if the current word can be highlighted or if it can be word to word. And yeah, basically that's all we are going to put in our post request. We'll then have to wait because it's fully asynchronous, and we'll get the job status and we will check if it's still processing. If it's still processing, we wait again. And if it's completed, we update our video URL. And this is basically this column. For each scene, it's going to generate a video URL, which will be a link to our S3 bucket. And yeah, basically that's all. Now, after creating all our scene videos, we need to concatenate all of those videos. And that's why I created an API route, which basically you can give links to all of your scenes. It's basically here, video concatenation. Basically, you need to list it all, the video URLs, and then the output format. And then it will just return the full video. And that's what it does. We first take all our rows, we then aggregate them, we then edit fields to be video URLs, we then start the concatenation job, giving it the video URLs, and we wait. We also need to wait. This is gonna take, if you are generating a video of 10 to 20 minutes, it might take more time depending on your CPU. And we get the job status, and after getting the job status, if it returns the video URL, it will be inside the this request response. And basically that's all. The last part is a route to add background music. Basically, even though we added background music for each scene, it's not the optimum way, because then the background music will not be continuous. It will be restarting for each scene. So it's better to not add the background music for a scene. Instead, make a request to video add audio and give it the video URL and also the audio URL and also the audio volume. So if it's a background music, it should have a lower volume. And we also need to wait for the job to get completed. And if it's still processing, we wait again until we get our video URL, which we can download and save or post on YouTube. Now that's it for today's video. Hopefully it was very helpful, and you can go ahead and start generating short to long form videos. And as you saw for today, it was for showcasing this Media Master API, which will be helping us a lot and saving all our time and money while creating high quality content. And you can go ahead and clone it, start using it. If you are good in Python and Fast API, you can even contribute for other functionality you think they would help this API to grow. I have a school community. You can also go ahead and join. It's a growing community, and we are helping each other to automate all our activities. And that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to other AI enthusiasts. If you have any issue, comment down below. See you in the next one.